there. Getting ready. Come on. Before it turns 1, dude. What's happening?
I think Lester's back. I can just see a shadow.
Start. Why does it say failed?
That's not good.
No, that's not good. Modify.
Lester, how's it going, dude?
Back here.
Oleg. Not bad, mate.
Get the stream key.
Oh, what's happening?
Stream key.
This and that. Nothing.
Yo, this and that. Nothing. Okay. Let's try that.
Sounds like you had a very exciting week, dude.
Oh, man.
Bump.
What's up? Trouble in paradise?
Yeah, just...
Sunshine?
Yeah.
Careful what you say. We love, dudes.
In 20
And
years'
on that
time, when I
note-
look back on this week,
Mm-hmm.
I won't remember it.
Just another day, right?
It's just... What? I mean, I can't believe we're only a few weeks away from, like, October.
Christmas music.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm not ready.
Okay, dude. I'm
I
just
am
going
not
to.
ready.
I'm going to slap the music. Live.
You should get some Christmas music. You know, just like in a couple of weeks' time, start playing Christmas music.
Well, boys, episode 62. Here we are, already talking about Christmas music. Bring
in
it
August.
on.
In August.
Well, they normally kick it off in September.
Yeah, they do. And it's like, what? Christmas? September?
Yeah. What, already? It was only just yesterday it was Christmas. I don't know why I have to do that in an American accent. Not that it was a good one. It's like stereotyping there.
Yeah.
Got to be careful, we might get cancelled.
We might lose our one American audience.
Not that we had anyway, but it's fun.
You know.
Right, so yeah, you were saying it was almost time for, and then I cut you off. I did a bit of a with Christmas music. What were you going to say? Or can't you remember?
I can't even remember.
I
I mean,
that's bad.
sorry,
again,
I'll-
looking back 20
I'll
years
take-
from now in this week, it won't be remembered. It's just another week,
yeah.
sometime in the year. But yeah,
But
every
yeah,
day is someone's birthday, and we'll cover that off later.
okay.
How are you guys? Have you had a good week? What's going on your side of the pond?
Well, for me, it's just been status quo, dude. Work. Batteries are flat. The weather's shitty today.
The weather's cold, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
properly cold.
So I'm feeling rather bleak, to be honest.
I think
To be
you,
like really, really honest.
he needs to get a
You
fireplace
guys
going.
are going on about how good your weather was last weekend, better than mine, and you're in winter. Now look at you, got beanies on, we got hoodies on.
Yeah, but the fortunate thing is it
T-shirts
only
on.
lasts one day.
Maybe two in this
Well,
case.
maybe
Tomorrow
two,
still
but I
gonna be
mean, like,
cold.
really, percentage-wise, relatively, we've got nothing to complain about. So I don't know why I'm complaining today, but since you asked,
It's your
I just thought
prerogative. Carry on.
yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
So glad we're not doing the scores anymore.
We're not even scoring yet.
No.
It does not feature on the scale, not even on the bad end.
Yeah, that's hectic.
How was your week, Oleg?
I was pretty productive. I was on leave for like 3 days a week, so I only came back to work on Thursday, which was cool. I think that's that basically contributes to the fact that I feel good about the week.
Okay.
Because you've had a 2-day working week.
I had a 2-day working week, so like there's absolutely nothing I can complain about.
Yeah,
So
okay,
you're back
good.
to 5 days next week. So you could be in the
Yeah,
the
next
low
week's going to be a
echelons
rough
Next
week.
week's gonna be rough, man. That's for sure. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And Lester, what's happening on your side, man? Have you done any work traveling?
No, but it's fast
It's-
approaching
it's
colleagues
coming.
of mine. have been going to Germany, and I'm waiting to see how this all works. And it looks like because it's on our list of countries we can travel to, and as long as you've got evidence of your vaccinations, it's a relatively simple process to get into Germany.
Yeah.
But coming back to the UK from Germany is the problem. You've got to have tests before you leave. I mean, if we go for a trip to Germany, it's like a couple of days or 3 days, or it's not. Yeah. And if we're doing this on a weekly basis, it's a pain in the arse. So what we have to do is you've got to get a COVID test while you're in Germany, and then you have to do another one, depending on how long you're there. So there is a regular testing while you're there prior to flying back.
Like every day.
And then 2 days after you fly back, there's a test on the UK side. But to get all of these bits and pieces in a row, I mean, if you're sitting in Germany as a non-German speaker, you've got to find a place that does tests and be able to organize it and pay for it. And in a country where you don't speak the language, it's going to be interesting.
Ah, that's why you were practicing your German in the beginning.
Okay.
Das gut, ja.
Yeah.
It's only so far that it can take you.
It's not good, yeah. I think actually my first trip that I'm going to do, which is probably in a few weeks' time, is Amsterdam. And I don't know what the requirements are there. So yes, we'll wait and see.
Good.
See what goes on.
Yeah. So, sorry, did I miss it? When you come back, do you have to quarantine? No? Yes, no?
Depending on the country you're coming back from,
Okay.
but the countries we're going to at the moment are okay. We have a traffic light system that confuses the crap out of everybody because it constantly changes. And,
You've got a robot system there?
Yeah.
To do what?
Well, if it's a country on a green list, you can theoretically not have to quarantine. But if it's on an amber list, you have to do X, Y, Z. If it's on the red list, it's a no-go zone, but you can still go there. Huh?
But you just can't come back. You can go there, but you can't come back. Oh, jeez.
I mean, these COVID hotels that are now established. So if you're coming in from whatever country and you have to quarantine in a hotel, it's not cheap. I was like, this sounds like a perfect holiday. You know, I'll just pop over somewhere. I just want to stay in a hotel and watch TV and do nothing, right? That sounds ideal from where I am now. Brilliant. No chores. But I had the wrong impression of this. Because I was just thinking, order everything with room service, catch up on, watch the half of Netflix I haven't watched.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Those guys hit you with such a bill and the food is bad. I mean, it's like, it's actually, it's crazy. They're basically charging double the rates, like double the normal rates with basically exactly the same stuff, only they lock you into the room.
Because they can, or what?
Yeah. I hadn't thought it through to the point where you can't leave your room. You can go outside. Sorry, you can go for an exercise outside every 4 hours, which you have to be escorted. But it's very short period.
Do you need to hire an escort?
Yeah, I was just going to... Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
the escorts coming.
I mean, or is it provided by the hotel? No, it's a
all
valid
part of the
question.
service, sir.
Is it part of the room service?
The only question is, can you claim for it?
No.
Isn't it an expense?
I was just thinking.
A claimable expense.
If
But
this
I
was
mean-
the norm.
I mean, on the more serious note, like, do they charge extra for it?
Yeah, I'm sure
I
the
just
price
think
on that
if-
has also gone up.
So there's such a demand for escort services in these lockdown hotels. I just know when I get there, it'll be, oh, sorry, Lester, but it's been quite a demand. All we got left is Big John. Is he all right? Sweaty Big John.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Does he have a PlayStation? Let's do it.
Oh, shit, that's hectic.
Yeah. Look, I had to bring in the light side to it. It's like, I mean, if you get jammed up, I mean, at least, you get an option
Jammed
for
up.
somebody to escort you outside. It's not like you're in prison.
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet.
It's only 10 days, but the first few days will probably be awesome. But then Same old food, same old square ball. Watch Netflix. Then what do I do? Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm opting out.
So talking about prison and Netflix, have you been watching any series recently? Finished any hardcore things like Sons of Anarchy or
I have not watched
Breaking
Netflix
Bad, or
in 3 weeks,
haven't you?
4 weeks. No.
I think that's why
So
he
I did
wants to go
finish
to the
Breaking
quarantine
Bad.
hotel.
Yeah.
I did finish Breaking Bad, and I think I've got 2 more series to go on Sons of Anarchy.
All
But then I
right.
realized there's a spin-off series from Sons of Anarchy, The Mayans.
Yeah, the Mayans. Yeah.
Mine's, yeah.
There's another 3-4 series I've got to get through.
No, God,
It's like
damn
there's
it.
all these spin-offs of spin-offs, and I can't keep up with all this.
I never watched Mayans. Did you?
No,
No.
no.
Well, I mean, I
I watched
enjoy.
Sons of Anarchy and I thought it was brilliant, but I thought it was like it's a good way. It's a good thing that they've ended how they did and when they did.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
I.
Well,
Ah,
don't spoil
alert.
it. Don't spoil alert. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it's like
Yeah.
it was good the way they've.
Yeah, because I mean, you do get to like when you're in season 7,
Yeah.
and like the story's still good, but it's starting to, and you say, okay, now how are they going to end this?
Cracks
I
are appearing.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah.
So we'll get your reaction when you get there. Won't do the
Okay.
whole spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Talking about spin-offs, Breaking Bad's got a spin-off, the movie El Camino. Have you
Yeah.
watched that?
Yes.
Have you? Did
Yes.
you watch it after the end of Breaking Bad, or did you watch
Yes.
it before?
Yes. After.
Yeah, I was just wondering, because
you got
there's
to,
like
right?
a little bit of a spoiler alert there as you start watching the movie.
Yeah.
So I've been watching quite a few documentaries recently.
Yeah.
So I watched the one on the DeLorean, the car.
Uh-huh.
Did we talk about it last week?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Are you forgetting stuff?
No, I'm just checking.
So
what
age
happens
settling in.
Yeah, the age is definitely settling in.
What's my name?
Olaf,
Big sweaty John.
Big John, sweaty Big John. Yeah, so the DeLorean thing. I mean, you know the story about the DeLorean. I mean, besides the fact that it was in Back to the Future, about the dude that I didn't realize that he was actually quite high up in General Motors, and that he was quite I suppose you could credit him with a lot of the success of the DeLorean. I mean, not the DeLorean, General Motors. And then he decided to leave and then, develop his own car and everything. And again, I didn't realize that they were actually building them in Northern Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
I also didn't know.
Where's the name come from?
DeLorean, from the guy.
Yeah.
The guy's name is DeLorean.
The guy's name is DeLorean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is that like an Irish name?
No, I think he actually came from Eastern Bloc somewhere.
What, like?
No,
Former
not
Yugoslavia?
Serbia. No, not Serbia. Croatia.
Okay.
Somewhere like that.
Okay.
Don't say Ukraine.
Immigrants. Yeah, no, I wasn't going Ukraine. Yeah, anyway, so I mean, that was an interesting story. And then I also watched this thing called Cocaine Cowboys. It's about these 2 Colombian immigrants in Miami that get involved in the drug trade, cocaine drug trade.
Would never say.
Yeah, you'd never say.
Never say. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just basically how they operated, how they got to where they were, how they operated, and then basically when the feds and the law started catching up with them, how they were operating.
So did
That was very
they get caught and arrested and?
Well, spoiler alert, yeah, eventually,
Okay.
yeah. they
Well,
did.
it's one of the two. It's either that or they got knocked off.
Yeah, one of the two.
One of the two. It's
Yeah.
like you don't get a happy ending in that type of business.
No, definitely not. Not from Big John either.
What's up with you guys in Big
I
John?
don't know. He brought up Big John.
Okay,
I'm
just on the
keeping it
documentary side, did you guys
Yeah.
watch a Netflix documentary, original, right, called Operation Odessa?
No. What was that
No.
about?
It's amazing documentary. You have to watch it. It's about there's a little bit of everything, but in a nutshell, it's about the story of submarine being sold to one of the cartels.
Oh, right.
Russian Navy submarine
Yeah, oh.
being sold to one of the cartels
Okay.
to basically transport cocaine.
Mm.
But it's a story of the crew behind the Operation Odessa,
Yeah.
which is some guys from the Eastern Bloc, some people from Cuba who are now residing in South Africa or were residing in South Africa.
Oh, really?
There's a shot of SA Airways and Syria
Oh,
airport
right.
in the documentary, but the story is so crazy. It is so crazy. It has to be true, man.
Yeah,
It has
but I
to
mean,
be
this is
true.
what I suppose this is what I enjoy about these documentaries is that like the things that happen are like so like
Dude,
mind blowing.
Not in your wildest dreams, man. Not
Yeah.
in the wildest
Yeah,
dreams.
yeah, sure. I mean, like these guys, these cocaine cowboys. I mean, they were flying the stuff from Colombia to one of the islands in the Florida Keys there, and then
Yeah.
they were using these power boats
Yeah.
there to get it to Miami.
Yeah.
But they actually owned a powerboat company, right?
Yeah.
And they were actually racing powerboats, and they were the world champions in the powerboat.
You
With the
serious?
power, with the powerboat. So it was like this. Okay, okay, we need boats. Okay, well, why don't we start a boating company? Oh, okay, well, why don't we race the boats? Okay,
fun.
so if ever you want to fly below the radar,
Yeah, legit
like-
business. It's a completely legit business.
yeah. So like at one stage they start cracking down on the drug trafficking and all that in Miami. So they move to LA, and then they get into trouble in LA. So there's a warrant for the guy's arrest. But now things have quietened down in Miami. So he moves back to Miami, the one guy.
Yeah.
And then he's competing in one of these powerboat races. And then the local sheriff or whatever that's looking for him in Los Angeles
Yeah.
is sitting there watching ESPN. And there's the guy
No way, dude.
receiving the award for winning the powerboat thing. And the guy saying, but hang on a second, I'm looking for that guy. It's just like so crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, if you
Anyway.
get a chance, Operation Odessa, just check it out.
Okay, I've added that to my list. I better write that down because otherwise I might forget.
Have you guys watched Startup? It was from a few years
Yeah.
ago.
What, the series?
The series.
About
Yeah.
the cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do various things in various series.
I thought it was,
But it was
really
just
good.
The
Yeah, I
three
loved
odd,
it. I loved it.
the Haitian gangster, the
Yes.
desperate banker, and the
The FBI guy.
Cuban American
the
hacker.
Cuban-
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good. The only problem is there going to be season 4?
Stand by.
Stand by.
Can
Stand
they do?
by.
Can they do a season 4? I'm trying to
Well,
think how
I
it
mean,
ended.
it ended. It didn't end like an end.
Conclusive
end.
as
Yeah, it was. There wasn't this like ta-da ending. It was. So this is the thing: is like before I start a series, they please need to tell me whether they're going to cancel it or not before it ends.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than getting to like season 2 and oh man, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, season 3 is being cancelled.
Yeah.
Bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's
Anyway.
enough demand, they'll come back and make it when everyone's a lot older.
No, well, that's what they say. Can you remember there was this, so I was having this conversation with my daughter the other day, and we were talking about old movies. And I'm saying, well, yeah, this was such a good movie. And then she'll say, okay, let's watch it. And I'll say, no, I don't want to watch it. And the reason why I don't want to watch it is because I have this image in my head about how good that movie was. But it's
Yeah.
from 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And then when you watch it again, it's not as good it's actually not as good as you think it is in comparison to how movies are made today. So
Yeah.
like I want to live in
Some
that,
of them don't age well.
yeah. So I want to live in that mindset that was a great movie, but I'm going to leave it there on the shelf because I'm not going to watch it again.
But I think
Right.
the ones with the special effects and the fighting scenes, those are dated.
Yeah.
But those like something like Shawshank Redemption, which has become a period drama,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah,
going to
sure.
date.
Yeah, fair enough.
Stuff
Fair
like
enough.
Fight
Big
Club.
Trouble in Little China,
Pulp
great
Fiction.
hit in the 80s. Lots of
Yeah.
80s movies were big hits, and you go and watch them now, and it's just
But even like stuff like a Fight Club Pulp Fiction, that will never get dated. It's like I could watch that
Well,
stuff, pretty much
although
on a
I
monthly
watched-
basis.
I watched Reservoir Dogs recently.
Yeah, I actually
Um,
watched it recently as well, but like,
and I was like, I mean, this was such a great movie. And then I watched it again. And I was like, God damn it, slow.
It is
Like,
slow.
it's
Yes.
so slow.
yeah, but it's
No, I know,
like,
but I mean,
It's
it's not as
depends.
good as it was when I watched it the first time.
no,
'cause-
but like with Reservoir Dogs, everything is about the dialogue. It's like everything is about the dialogue.
yeah, fair enough.
And
But
maybe to a certain extent the camera work. You
Mm.
know, it's like how the camera work sets up.
Yeah,
But the dialogue is the key because like the dialogue basically portrays attention, the story, you know.
yeah. No, well, yeah. But I mean, I still had a thing in my head about if you asked me what's your favorite Tarantino movie, I would have said,
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
Pulp
Well-
Fiction. For sure.
yeah.
There's no doubt.
Anyway, and then you go back and you watch Reservoir Dogs and go, it's not as great as.
So
I
was that
remember
is
it."
that the one you were talking about that you went to rewatch, or did you not go and watch the movie?
No. Why?
You're gonna
okay,
leave
the
it in
reason
that
why.
mindset that it was
Okay,
good.
the reason why I brought up the whole thing was because I wanted to make a comment about series that have been cancelled, that you think that they should have been continued. So at the time there was and I'm going back quite a while now, probably mid '90s. There was a TV show called Dark Skies. I don't know if you remember. It used to be on a Sunday afternoon at like 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon on SABC 2 or something, right? But it was an American series, and it was like aliens, but they had infiltrated the FBI. And what they did is they sewed like real world events into the series and basically gave it the background of the aliens, right? And it was brilliant. And I think after season 1,
Sounds like a documentary.
yeah, yeah, Area 51.
Feel bad.
No, but and it was like such a good series, and then it like after season 1 they canned it, and there was obviously there was this like cult following, and people were petitioning for them to make a season 2 and all that kind of stuff, and it just never happened. So anyway, the other day I wanted to say no, there was such a cool series. I'm telling my daughter there was such a cool series, that they cancelled like in the mid '90s. Let me show you. And I found some clips on YouTube, and I'm thinking, how in the hell did I?
That's
No.
a different era, it's like that's a different era, yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that you have this thing in your head about how cool these things were, and then you go watch them again, and you go, not as great as I thought it was. Like Top Gun. I mean, you can watch Top Gun like plenty times. It never
Top
loses
Gun has
its.
dated.
Top
It
Gun
has dated,
yeah.
but I mean, it's still you still get the feeling as the
Like one of them, like some of the movies that you can like watch regardless of the time, like 50 years down the line, you can still watch like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch and just appreciate them for
what they were then.
what they are and enjoy the sense of humor. It's like
Yeah. Have you watched Rock and Roller?
yeah, for sure.
So now I see it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
But like when I first saw that
Johnny
movie,
Quid.
I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah,
Second time, hey man, this is good.
it's still
Like the
good.
third time I was like,
It's still good.
yeah, this is not bad. The fourth time I was like, this is getting old. Like now it
Yeah.
comes on Netflix, I'm thinking, nah, I'm not gonna watch it again.
No, you need to leave a lot of time between watching.
Yeah. But the rock and roller is a very specific type of like, very specific type of Guy Ritchie film, right? It's
Yeah.
like if you
That's
talk
what
about
he
like
does.
my favorite,
else does he do?
right? Oh, it's talking about my favorite. Snatch has to be my favorite. It's like that whole combination of like Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
Boris the Blade, Boris the Bullet Dodger,
What's
the
that guy's
characters
name?
in the movies.
What's that guy's name?
All the characters in the movies, they're just so colorful. They're so like the dialogue is amazing. It's like the funny side of it, the funny, sarcastic side of it is amazing.
Yeah. And half the time you don't know what the guy's bloody saying.
Turkish, yeah.
Brad Pitt. Like, what's he saying? Turn the subtitles on, dude.
It's brilliant. You still don't know what he says.
Yeah.
You can watch it 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but have to admit I battle to watch movies now. Now that you've got this whole thing of binge watching series, and the series, one episode, an hour episode is like so hard hitting you, like it's like addictive. You've got to watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Now when you're watching a movie, like you're halfway through the movie going like,
Whoa.
oh my God, like is there anything going to happen in the movie? So like the movie's got to be so good now to grab your attention that, it's a bit of a problem. Anyway.
Or maybe your attention span is getting shorter.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Yeah, anything
So I need
over
to
an
take
hour.
some Ritalin before I watch a movie. Yeah. Wait for it to kick in, and then okay, turn the TV on. Thank goodness for
Entertain me
drugs.
now. Go.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you got a window. Go for it. Give me your best shot. Cancelled. Sorry. Cancel culture. What can I say? Yeah. There was something I was just marveling at this coffee. Are you into coffee? Buying different beans. You got the Nespresso going there with 101 different pods. Or what's the story?
I do like an espresso, and I have. I never used to. I don't know when they're triggered, but I do like a good
It's
espresso.
an age thing.
Whether I go to the full extent of having all the bits and pieces in the kitchen that makes the perfect coffee. No, I'm not going that far. But I do like to go and try different places. Yeah.
But look, Lester, you got family. You don't need you at the stage. You in the stage where you don't need to make coffee for yourself. You can just summon your minions and delegate them to making you a nice cup of espresso.
Yeah, but then you're suggesting that they know what they're doing. So I went to it's everywhere I've been around the world that produces coffee, that it's the same story. We make the best coffee ever. Kenya, Jamaica, wherever. Yeah, this is the best coffee. You won't get coffee like this anywhere else in the world. And I taste them all and I go, yeah. It's okay. I mean, yeah, you all say you have the best coffee, but I think I'm just gonna skip this one. Thanks.
What are you going to do?
But-
Find the local
But I
Starbucks?
think it's
or?
because it's about everybody's got different palates, different tastes.
Yeah, sure.
So maybe I've been trained to like a certain thing and not something else.
Brainwashed. Yeah.
So if I've not grown up on Jamaican coffee, am I going to like Jamaican coffee?
Well,
I like
it depends
Colombian
what's in
coffee,
there.
and
Depends what's in there.
Well, I haven't grown up on coffee. Actually, the coffee in Ukraine when I was growing up was pretty bad. It's like, but I do have a really good appreciation for like different blends, regardless whether it's like South American coffee or Arabic coffee or like Ethiopian or Kenyan. It's like it's really nice, and it's nice that like I think we are in a pretty fortunate position that we can get all these different beans here and try them out in a
the thing
really
is, you're
cool
going to go and try
environment.
them all, but you'll still have your favorites.
Yeah.
You'll
So
find something and go, you know what, that
Do you have a
hit the
favorite?
spot.
yeah, I do. Ethiopian coffee.
So for me, it's like in terms of the African blends, I like Congo and Burundi.
Yeah.
But that's
But like,
because they're like
blended like that, or just single origin?
no single
There we
origin,
go.
single
Yeah,
origin
yeah.
for sure.
You're getting into the story now, which is the blended versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Burundi is most likely my favorite. In terms of the taste and the richness in the aroma, and Congo from DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo.
Sure.
Their coffee is good. My like second tier favorites, most likely Tanzanian and Tanzanian.
So the other one,
But South Africa grows some really nice coffee. The what's the name?
Coffee.
No,
exactly.
no.
Coffee Ace.
There's a place like near the mountainous area.
Where north? Zanin.
No.
No.
That's like just past.
I mean, what kind of climate do you need
close
to
to
grow?
Sabi. Close to Sabi.
Oh, okay. Like so, but like what? Like close to Sabi?
Close
or like
to Sabi,
what?
yeah.
Nelspruit,
Like-
not Nelspruit.
Like within like 80 kilometers of Nelspruit.
North or south?
God,
No,
that's Mozambique. That's
Yeah, exactly.
It's a long.
North or south?
Are you talking White River?
Yeah, White River.
Or as
near
far
White
up
River.
as?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like small
Boa.
small farms that make some really nice coffee.
Okay. Cool. We must try that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, this is Ethiopian coffee.
Mm.
I asked them, if I remember correctly, I think they said to me Ethiopian coffee. This is Seattle Coffee Company. They make, yes, this is like I was saying to Oleg
Yeah.
bought this on the way here. I was saying, yes, this is like, oh man, this is just
So nice.
so comfortable. This is just like getting a nice hug from Cindy Crawford. Yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. But
I wouldn't know. I've never hugged her.
the only problem, nor have I. I'm just trying to imagine what it would feel like. Okay, that's what it'll be like.
Better.
I was just saying that I wish I could make my coffee like this.
But his coffee is actually pretty close. Like it is pretty close in terms of like.
Yeah, but you don't want it to be, right? Because you still want to be able to go out and test different things. If you perfect it at home, then you're stuck. You're not going to be able to taste different things.
No. I'm
he
quite
won't
happy.
leave his
I'm quite
house
happy.
ever again.
No. I'm quite happy to be able to make this kind of coffee at home, because then I don't have to go buy it and pay four
Well,
times the price.
Well, you don't, because Oleg brings it to you.
That is a very good point. Very, very good point.
Oleg has
Yeah.
become a minion.
There you go. It's like, I'm on my way. Yeah, don't forget the coffee. Yeah,
He doesn't even need to ask these days. He's like, yeah, here's
yeah
your
no,
coffee.
he brings it. But then there are also hamburgers and
Yeah.
chicken wraps waiting for him. So
Okay.
it's tit for tat. Yeah. Anyway, so but I mean, have you got it at home? Have you got an espresso, or how do you make your coffee? Or you like instant coffee, or
Yeah, no, I don't do much instant coffee.
Mm.
And I'm trying to cut down on coffees. So I'll probably have 1 or 2 coffees a day. So yeah, an espresso I'd probably have like mid-afternoon or after a big meal. It's just it gets me through the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have an espresso machine which takes pods. Yeah, and I go and get various pods depending on what I'm feeling like.
Yeah, and what's the like sort of variety that you can get in terms of pods? Can you only in the UK can you only get Nespresso pods, or are there
Yeah, there's cheaper versions.
cheaper versions?
Yeah, I mean, espresso is as good as it is. It's mighty expensive for what it is. So there are replica pods out there by various manufacturers, brands. It might even be the same coffee from the same factory. Who knows?
Probably, yeah.
But I like, it's like half the price, and it's easily, you go and click on Amazon now, it'll be here this afternoon, kind of thing.
Yeah. The joys of living in a first world country. Yeah. Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Prime.
Prime. Yeah, I was just going to say that just on the last thing on the Nespresso thing is I see that you can actually buy a reusable pod now.
What?
Yeah.
How's that work?
It's got I can't remember exactly how it works, but I think the lid, anyway, but you can reuse it, and then you can use your own sort of ground coffee to put in there.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Which I think is quite cool, because my sort of like, okay, this is why I don't want to buy an espresso, is because of the cost of the Nespresso pods, because in the beginning you could only get Nespresso pods. Then later other people started bringing out, compatible pods for their coffee, which is great, no problem. Still not tempted to buy. I think having a reusable one would tempt me. However, I mean, I've just bought myself one of those mocha coffee percolator pots that you put on the stove or on the gas stove or whatever, and I always thought that it's just going to be so much of a mission to make the coffee, but it's actually not. And so I've switched from instant coffee to making sort of percolated
And
coffee.
what a difference does it make?
Well, definitely you get a bigger hit from it. So like, okay, I don't really feel it that much now, but when I first made them, like the first cup of coffee, I'd go, holy shit. You know, in comparison to
I'm awake.
instant coffee. Yeah.
For the next
Ching.
36 hours.
Yeah. And I've also, in terms of cups of coffee per day, I've actually dropped my sort of my consumption. Whereas like with instant coffee, I might be having 8 cups of coffee a day.
Yeah.
And sometimes doubling up 2 spoons of coffee in there, just to get the taste. And it's like, it's not as if I buy cheap instant coffee, but definitely I prefer like the beans and having ground it recently, you know, fresh ground and all that kind of stuff. It's really enjoying
It tastes so much better.
Yeah,
dude.
definitely. But I still can't get
pod
this
is
though.
actually- Reusable pod is going to be a game changer here because there's various coffee machines on the market, and I think there's at least 3 different sizes of those little capsules, depending on the machine you have.
Yeah, because I mean, there's the other one which is a
but think
Keurig
about-
one. The Keurig.
Yeah, the volume of those little capsules that go in landfill sites is huge. I mean, there's millions of those being used today around the world, and they're not recyclable, and it's becoming a known issue. So this could be a changer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you can pick up a reusable Nespresso capsule for $70 here in South Africa
Okay,
Take a lot.
that's cheap.
on Takealot. Yeah.
How much is a normal capsule or a box? What does it work out to be?
Let's see. Let's have a look here. I had it. Reusable. Where's the espresso pods? Limited edition coffees.
That means it's like stuff they found at the back of the warehouse.
Special
they're trying to
reserve.
sell.
Yeah, it's like, got to move this quickly.
Let's put
Yeah,
some
so-
marketing spin on it.
Yeah, so 10 pods is 120 Rand. So there's your
okay.
Congo,
Mm.
Uganda, Zimbabwe,
Mm.
Cuba, Brazil. Yeah, so you're looking at a 15 sleeve. Yeah, so 10 pods, you're looking at about $100. So $10 a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, moving along, back to the good old cryptocurrency conversation and hacking news.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard during the week that that the Ethereum network, or some of the Ethereum network, was hacked.
No,
On
no.
the
no.
Poly network.
What actually happened?
So this Poly network is, as I understand, is what they call a layer 2 solution.
Mhm.
So it's something that works on top of Ethereum.
Yeah.
And they build apps on that. And there was this this hacker that swiped more than $600 million in various cryptocurrencies.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but he started transferring the funds back. So I think he was just trying to prove a point,
Yeah.
from what I understand. Yeah. But I mean, it's a bit concerning that we see all this hacking going along, because you like always thought that this whole thing was secure and all that kind of stuff. And
Blockchain should be hard to hack.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also traceable as well, you know, to be able to, so if something happens, you know, you should be able to look at the, if you want to call it the ledger or whatever it is, to see the transaction, but I suppose when it comes to wallets or the addresses of the wallets, I suppose in a lot of cases, like it's anonymous. You don't actually know who that person is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit concerning. But yeah, interestingly enough, the guy stole the money stole the cryptocurrency, and now he's slowly but surely giving it back. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So he's not keeping anything as like.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's still committed the crime,
Well, I suppose. I mean, I suppose you have these, what you call white hat or grey hats hackers that hack these things and then, you know, like successfully hack into it and then, you know, alert the company or the website or whoever that they hacked to say, hey, listen, I found a vulnerability and A lot of people do that to get a payday
Yeah.
on that. So in other words, they'll do it and say, hey, listen, I found a vulnerability, whatever. And then the company will say, okay, well, it's fine. You tell us what it is and we'll pay you.
Yeah.
There are guys that do that. So they don't do it for... He's nodding his head. Do you have any experience with this?
I think Leicester could be.
Have you got
Poly
some guys
network.
on your payroll that are white hackers that hey, drop you a message and say, hey, Lester, by the way,
Don't forget to switch off your
Here's a
webcam before
screenshot.
you go to the bathroom.
here's a screenshot of a console in one of your data centers.
No comment.
No comments. Okay. I can
No,
neither
I mean,
confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
The
Moving along swiftly.
yeah, no, it still happens that for whatever reasons companies get targeted with DDoS attacks. That's probably what I see most frequently.
Mm.
But that's more of a disruptive thing. So they want to disrupt your business and
Yeah, but
like,
in my world, it doesn't disrupt just that one customer. It floods the whole network that we have multiple customers on.
yeah.
So it's a pain in the ass. I mean, we address it fairly quickly, but it's for me that's been around for so long, but it's still effective today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still
So something I
works.
noticed, I was using the Tor network the other day, and I noticed that some websites that I go to,
Yeah.
they say, we detect that this could be a DDoS attacks from the IP address that you are coming from. So we've actually blocked your access to this website.
Yeah. So like some websites actually block if you're routing through the Onion network. Yeah.
Yeah, short and simple.
Short and simple. So,
Don't
Yeah.
use the darknet, baby. Well,
but like people use Tor network just to stay anonymous, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can stay anonymous.
yeah. Stay anonymous. Anonymous.
I think it's a good concept. I mean, it's like the problem with Onion routing is that it's like it slows everything down. So it's like,
sure.
but
Because
it's
it's
a
bouncing
pro-
all over the place.
yeah, it's you pay the price
I suppose.
for anonymity.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or jail. I mean, depending what you're doing, you could be buying or
I
selling.
doubt if
illegal
you just,
arms on-
I doubt if you surf and take a lot, there's any serious consequences besides like your wallet getting thinner.
No, well, the worst thing is that, like, when you get to a website and the damn website's in German, because it thinks you're coming from a German
Yeah.
address.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger. Refresh. Oh,
Yeah. Luckily,
Russian. Refresh. Spanish. Refresh. Oh, English. Okay, great.
American English refresh.
Talking about American English, have you got a Trumpism for us, please?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
what did Trump say on this
Okay.
day? Whenever.
Well, let's see. I've got a couple here. Let's see how we go. So again, this is quotes from the person that used to lead or rule the biggest democracy in the world, and you'd think he'd be quite enigmatic and quite the leader. So I'm going to quote now something he said in a press conference in Osaka, Japan, in 2019, and I quote. I think Canada is happy, but they're not happy like we're happy, but they're very happy.
Okay.
I'm just confused.
Yeah. I can imagine the Japanese press just going, I know my English is my second language, third language, but did you guys get that? I'm not happy about it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay. So the other one I have is March 2019 at a Conservative Political Action Conference speech. Right. Guest of honor. I have pretty good vision. At least for my age, I have good vision. I guess for my age, I have great vision. I think across that whole couple of sentences, he's maybe used 7 words. It's just wow.
Is he
Okay.
talking about his actual eyesight or his vision in terms of like his vision for the country and where things were going? I'm still confused.
Exactly. Yes. It could be interpreted in any which way, and maybe that's a great speech because it has hidden meanings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Next week, I'm going to tell you about his predictions of Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart.
okay.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
From the leader of the biggest democracy in the world, he's going to predict the future.
Mm. So isn't all what's his name supposed to be the next Batman? Robert Pattinson.
Who knows?
I'm sure he is.
I don't. Yeah, he's going to Google it quickly.
Yeah, Robert.
Is he going to be the next James Bond?
No. Well, he said he wanted to be, but you can't be Batman and James Bond at the same time. I'm
No.
sorry.
Why not?
They've always been two different
Why
people
not?
because they have to fight each other.
Listen,
at some
dude,
point.
you can like in the Marvel and the DC universe. Yeah, sure, you can warp time and cross
Yeah.
stories and all that, but not between not between James Bond and Batman. The DC universe does not extend to the James Bond universe. Okay, that's at least that's my theory. Yeah, I can't see you. Let me just say James Patterson, Batman. I wonder if he's going to be a good Batman. There he is.
Have we had a bad Batman? Let's put it that
Okay, so who's played Batman so far? Let's go. Who's done who when?
What are we talking about?
Exactly. Big John again.
Sweaty Big John.
That's really Big John. Yeah, so he's
Ben
played
Affleck.
Batman.
I'm going to
so-
start. Ben Affleck.
Did he play?
What?
What? Ben Affleck.
Of
Did I miss that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing I did.
You never saw Ben Affleck as Batman?
No.
Ever?
No. He only played one, didn't he? He must have. Because Christian Bale played one,
Yeah.
right? What's that other guy? What's the guy? Who played Batman the first time?
Yeah, I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, much better. Well, you answer. Who played Batman first? With Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Hold on.
He's gonna Google it. Oh shit!
Christian Bale.
No, he didn't.
No.
do the first one.
No.
It was
Michael Keaton.
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton,
That's the
yeah.
guy I was trying to think of. I kept on thinking of. I couldn't get his name. Yeah. So Michael Keaton. Who else? Anyway, James Patterson did play Batman in 2021. Still haven't seen. Has that come out yet?
It's not out yet.
No, definitely not. Now they're saying it's 2022. Yeah. Okay, so who played?
Oh, hang on. This is the perfect Google search. The first thing that came up is who played Batman in order.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow, and it goes back to Adam West.
Oh,
It goes way back. Okay. All right, so let's have a look. I'll accept cookies.
except cookies.
Accept cookies.
Yes.
All right, Adam West was the first Batman.
Obviously, before
And
my
then-
time.
Yeah, absolutely. First movie was in 1966. All right, so let's move
I
on.
think that's the,
So we're talking
that's
about
the
the
screenshot
more-
you're looking at. That's the screenshot you're looking at.
Did you see a screenshot of what they looked like in 1960s when they were
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
It's suspect, man. Suspect.
Yeah, no. Okay.
All right, Michael Keaton.
Not everyone can see what we can see. So
Yeah.
And then
yeah, Michael Keaton.
Val Kilmer.
Ah, yes.
Val Kilmer, yes.
I forgot about that.
Val Kilmer,
Forgot
yeah.
about that.
George Clooney. I don't remember George Clooney as Batman.
I think I remember that one. Yeah. But he did 2, didn't he? Or did he just do the 1? So how many Batmans have there been?
Christian Bale.
Some and
Okay.
plenty.
Just scrolling through this as fast as I can. Christian Bale did a few. Ben Affleck. Oof. There's been a few. Robert Pattinson, the Detective Batman, is the latest.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, have you from a comic sort of perspective? I mean, were you Batman, Spider-Man, somebody else, Superman?
Yeah.
Back in the
I
Archie.
don't think we've done enough
and
with
Jughead.
Superman. I think, Batman versus Superman. But before that, it's TV series, and that's killed Superman off. For me, there's too many things like that. So then you have to go back to the 80s to the Superman 1, 2, 3 movies, and which have not aged well.
Yeah.
It's time. I mean, if you look at all the Batman outfits, they're pretty cool, man. Yeah. We need something similar. But then there's so many comic book characters, and if you look at the earnings that are coming from these movies, it's huge.
Yeah.
Why not just do the whole story? Look at the Avengers and how many movies there are around that.
Justice League.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our list just was not into it. Which is the one that I watched the other day? What was the one with my brain has gone to flippin' mush, dude. Turn the camera on and I've
It's old
used
age.
my memory. Yeah.
It's old age.
What was the jeez, I can't get it.
Oh, what are you talking about, dude?
One of the latest superhero movies that we watched, which was pretty decent.
Suicide
Wonder Woman.
Squad.
Remember?
Wonder Woman.
No. Listen, dude, I watched. So there was Suicide Squad, and then there was the
Wonder Woman.
No, not Wonder Woman. Who's the Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn, yeah.
I watched that Harley Quinn movie. Jeez, that was a lot of crap. If there ever was.
I just like her though. She's good.
Yeah, no,
I
she's
like
cool. I like her. What's her name? Margot Robbie or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I mean, I think she's a very good actress and whatever. But I mean, the movies, the storyline was just useless.
Yeah,
but I see
but then
Suicide Squad
they
2 is
are.
coming out now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what movies are on.
Hang on, before we move on, do you know how? Because I always struggle to remember whether something is Marvel Comics or DC Comics.
DC, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I mentioned a few, would you know if it was DC or Marvel?
Okay, well, throw them at us and we'll see how well we do.
Superman,
DC.
DC, yeah.
Batman,
DC.
DC, yeah.
the Hulk,
Marvel.
DC.
it's Marvel,
Bugger. Never liked the Hulk.
Captain America,
Marvel.
Yeah. Because you can just think of one movie, okay? Captain America, Spider-Man, Ant-Man,
Marvel.
Iron Man.
Marvel.
Because they're all in the same movie.
Marvel.
They're
Marvel.
they're all in the same
Okay.
movie.
So the way I used to look at this was, if they were wearing their underpants on the outside of their costume, they are DC Comics.
Wow.
Okay.
You look at it. You look at how many characters they have.
Black Widow. You were talking about Black Widow, right?
No, I wasn't.
Although
Okay.
Captain
Was
Marvel
I?
it does have his
Yeah, yeah.
underpants on the outside, which does
Was I
which
talking
breaks
about...
my approach.
You were talking about like a Marvel.
yeah, no, something that I watched
Superhero
on...
movie.
Something that I watched on streaming the other day with my eldest daughter.
Yeah.
No, I just can't remember which one it was. It was the one with Luke Cage in it.
Okay.
Is it Luke Cage?
Okay.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Can't remember. Who's the what's the character that John Cena plays?
John Cena.
Yeah. He plays one of the baddie in one of the movies.
I've no idea.
Yeah, that one.
You mean Fast and the Furious?
No, man. And he was in that too. He was in that too. Jess, we're having a
Senile moments.
yeah,
Isn't there a new Fast and Furious out?
Yeah. And John Cena is in it.
Yeah. I mean, The Rock. I mean, like I always look at The Rock, and I think The Rock's done pretty well for himself. I mean, he went from American football, being like broke, living on the streets, to WWE, which then was WWF and then became WWE, and then went into acting and had a pretty decent acting career.
Yeah. Rock definitely.
The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, or John Cena, he seems to be making the same kind of move, eh?
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be acting with The Rock he's acting in The Rock
With the Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious now, yeah.
Do you think they're gonna have a
for sure.
fight?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've already done The Rock and what's that guy's name? John Statham. What's that guy's name?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
What's wrong with my bloody brain today? It must be that coffee.
The coffee's not working.
Yeah,
But guys, when it comes to Robert Pattinson, right? Watch. I don't know if you guys have a chance to watch Tenant. It's a sci-fi.
Yeah. I think it's probably the fourth time you've mentioned it on the.
Yeah.
Still haven't watched it.
So Tenant's pretty good, and like.
I'm looking on IMDb on what sort of stuff The Rock's been in, and his filmography. Yeah, I'm still scrolling. He's in everything. It's only in the last 10, 12 years he's actually been on the screen, but he's just been in everything.
Yeah,
it's not just WWF sort of.
It's like Jungle Cruise type movies, like kid-friendly stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, I did like Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you watched the remake?
Well, with Kevin Hart. That guy.
It's brilliant.
That guy's funny.
Oh, and I do.
So
like
talking
him
about that, I
as
was
well.
watching some stand-up comedy on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Riyad Musa, South African guy.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Yes, I laughed, and then I went and watched Trevor Noah after that, and I was like, Trevor's lost his mojo.
Yeah.
Trevor has lost his mojo. He needs to stop doing that American show. He needs to go back.
You mean
to
the one that
stand-up.
makes him all the money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not even funny on that anymore.
Yeah.
He's adopted this American way. Which
He's very
is just
vanilla
annoying.
now. Very vanilla. Anyway.
His formula.
Yeah, that Riyad Musa, man. Shit, that guy was funny. Yeah.
Well,
he's really
let's say if you get a chance, like watch a couple of the stand-up skits by Riyad Musa. He's really good.
Yeah, there's one. I think Life Begins or something like that on Netflix at the moment. Yes, I laughed. I've actually watched it 3 times in the last 3 weeks.
Wow.
Because it's just so good. Like you always pick up something more,
Yeah.
the next time. So the movies that are currently on at the moment at our cinemas, New Metro, is Black Widow, Paw Patrol the movie, Fast and the Furious, the Fast Saga, not the final saga, the Fast Saga. I wonder if there's Fast and the Furious 9. Anyway, Suicide Squad, Jungle Cruise, which has got The Rock in it.
Yeah.
And there's an animated thing called Luca.
Actually, The Rock is in 2 movies that's playing right now. That he's in Jungle Cruise and The Fast and the Furious.
And the Furious, yeah. And then there's this thing called Old. Have you seen the trailer to this?
No.
Oh my word!
Is it scary?
Old.
Yeah, it's called Old. This trailer's been playing on Hulu when I'm watching series, and oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna go watch that.
Why?
Well, people like age, like in a day.
How old is this movie?
You funny. It came out recently. It came out this
That's
morning.
funny.
It's going to be finished by this afternoon.
Yeah, and you would have aged 50 years.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, like the woman says, you were 6 this morning. Now the oak is like 100
Wow.
in the afternoon, 100 in the shade. Yeah, anyway. Space Jam, Remnants, Respect,
Is it reminiscence?
Reminiscence. There you go. Reminiscence. Reminiscence. See, I haven't got my glasses on, dude. It's an age thing. And The Quiet Place. So she's also
2.
in 2 movies
Yeah.
that are on circuit at the moment.
A
What's the name?
Quiet Place 2 was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Have you watched this?
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Did you go to the cinema to
Yeah.
watch it?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Silence is not enough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Emily
Silence is
Blunt.
golden.
Silence is golden. Yeah. Let's see. Do they say what showing soon? Let's see what's showing soon. Candyman. Say it. Mm-hmm. Escape.
Barbie,
Room.
Big City, Big Dreams. Yeah.
Really? Huh.
It's good to
what
see
else
some of
is
your
there?
movies are the same as mine because there used to be a delay before I went to SA.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you're right on cue. Maybe this COVID thing has had a positive effect.
I'm really looking forward to the June. Like in terms of the new movies coming out, I'm really looking forward to the June.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch the original one?
Yeah.
Didn't watch it. Did you read the books?
No.
Okay. Thought you were one of those like.
No. But I think it's gonna be awesome in terms of like something completely different. I'm not gonna watch James Bond. Not in
James
movies.
Bond on the 1st of October,
I
dude.
knew this was going to
No.
come up.
No.
When is it's right up there? When is Top Gun coming out?
Let's see if they've got it on the list here. No, they don't have it on the list.
It's not on my
So
list.
next year. So on the 4th of March next year will be Batman.
Oh, Top Gun. It says November 26th.
Okay. There you go.
November 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years time. It's going to be dated.
Yeah. 5 years time. Yeah. Yeah. So
November, okay,
Ghostbusters
not far
Afterlife is coming. What else is coming? That's worth mentioning. Dune.
Jackass Forever.
Jackass Forever. Jeez, I remember watching that Jackass. Johnny Knoxville. What is his name? Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, jeez.
I
It
remember
used to be
watching
on-
a clip of that where they were in South Africa somewhere, and they basically had this leg of ham, and there was 4 of them in a circle with a hyena in the middle, and the hyena was going for the ham, and they were like, chuck it to the next guy, chuck it to the next guy,
Oh,
chuck
God.
it to the next guy before the hyena jumps in. I'm like, you guys are mental.
But you know the problem with those kind of things is, when they're doing those kind of things, the only time it stops is when it goes bad. Like when someone gets hurt. When someone
I'm
dies.
pretty sure.
But they hit themselves every time.
They hit themselves every time.
No, I
That's
know,
that's
but I
the
mean,
point.
no, but that's what I'm saying is that like they keep on pushing the boundaries. I mean, eventually it's got to land up with someone getting hurt.
Yeah.
Someone getting like seriously hurt, like
Eaten by or something.
yeah, by a snake.
I mean,
or-
that's not controllable. I mean, some of these things they take a risk, but
I
they
think,
calculate.
I think that's the whole
risks.
point, like to give this illusion that it's completely not controllable. I'm pretty sure it's controllable to a certain extent. But I mean, completing them with a hyena is not a good idea.
What do you think? It's like it's like all orchestrated and staged and
Yeah. Some of it
everyone's
is
standing like the guy standing off
Yeah,
camera
yeah.
with a fucking
This is
dart
like-
gun.
3 guys with the dart guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that would make that sketch better. Is that Johnny Knoxville gets shot with a dart gun and he still has to move fast?
And I don't think it'll be the first time that he was shot with a dart gun.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
He's immune.
I don't know. Is that guy still alive? Anyway.
Well, all of them.
So,
Yeah.
like, out of the current
Well,
show
it
list,
was-
what would you watch?
At the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Besides old, I know you want to.
Yeah,
like,
old. I can identify. I don't know. I suppose. I don't know.
Well, what?
I would
just pick
watch
one.
Jungle Cruise with my kids because that's family kind of movie.
Why not look?
And we'd probably watch Suicide Squad and Fast and the Furious as well. Those
It's like a
three
family movies.
As family movies, yes.
Okay.
As like movie night.
But Suicide Squad is not.
Stillwater. Have you got Stillwater there?
No.
Let's see if that's. Okay. I don't know if that's upcoming. No. Reminiscence.
Thriller, crime, drama. Okay.
Yeah.
Older showing here.
The Forever Purge. Holy cow. But there was a movie called Purge, wasn't there?
I never got into it. It's like
was it a movie or was it a series?
It was a movie, yeah.
A movie.
No, you're thinking there's also the Purge, which is the series, where one day a year you won't go to prison for murdering somebody.
Ah, lovely.
The Courier is on here as well.
I heard the
True
Courier
Life
is.
Spy Thriller. Dun, dun, dun.
I heard the Courier is quite good.
Benedict Cumberbatch. It's such a mouthful, that name. Can you imagine if you've had a lot to drink and you had to give your name?
BC.
Could you actually, if you were Benedict Cumberbatch, could you pronounce your name after 20 pints?
BC.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there are if there are different movies on at Stay Clinical.
Slightly different.
Slightly different.
Conjuring, yeah.
There's The Quiet Place again.
Snake
Peter
Eyes.
Rabbit 2. Definitely got to see that.
Yeah, the Courier is on.
There's The Courier.
Yeah.
That's not on at New Metro.
It's still clinical.
Stay Clinical. But I'm like reluctant to go to Stay Clinical.
Which one is the closest for you?
Probably Stay Clinical.
Okay.
But I've started going to the New Metro at Hyde Park now.
Okay.
It's just much better.
Yeah, the cinema is awesome there.
Yeah.
I also go there. That's why I watch all the movies there.
So, yeah, but I mean, geez, have you seen the price of movies now?
Yeah, it's crazy.
$140.
Yeah, it's
135.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Cinema Nouveau.
Yeah.
I also enjoy going to watch stuff at Cinema Nouveau.
Is that still going?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's still going. But you see the stuff, you see the couriers at Cinema Nouveau. Is this right? Cinema Nouveau. They've got...
Yeah. This is Nouveau. Black Widow.
They're showing Black Widow at Cinema Nouveau.
Yeah.
That's odd. Don't you think?
Yeah, they were supposed to like do slightly different screens to just the mainstream.
Yeah. Normally they would do the like sort of like...
art house type of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How much is a movie ticket for you guys?
130 Rand.
30 Rand.
I wanted to watch
Exchange
this
rate's
one
what,
with my
about
kids.
19?
This one. Turn up the volume on your dreams.
19 pounds. Lester, did you say 19 pounds?
No, is it 19 pounds? Sorry, 19 rands to the pound?
Yeah. 10 pounds.
So a ticket for me, not the expensive average ticket, is about 220 Rand. Ish. So going out with the popcorn is 500 Rand.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Wow. That's
Ow.
steep. That's steep.
Did I tell you guys there's a private cinema group, and there's one. My nearest one is a private one, and they refurbished this little place.
Yeah.
And they're little screens, they're little setups. There's 3 there. They got a restaurant there. They got a bar there, and they got sofas, and they got so you basically walk in, you go and order your food and drinks, and if you get called to go in, they bring your drinks to you.
That's awesome.
They bring your food to you.
Yeah.
You order a pizza, and it comes in before the movie starts.
I was just going to
And
say,
then the intermission,
hopefully
they
not
come
during
around
the
and they
movie.
sell you ice creams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's awesome. and bloody expensive.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
that's
so
the way I
there's
want to watch
this.
movies.
Do you know about this?
No, I've never.
This is a private
What?
cinema in Parkhurst.
Are you serious?
To them showing these movies. Let's just see here.
Where is it based? I think I know
Says-
that building.
Secure parking in Parkhurst Square.
Yeah.
On-street parking in the streets. Da, 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 da. There are 2 customer entrances. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, I know that
I
place.
know where it is. There, that's where
Okay.
it is. It's next to Hudson's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know what it is.
Sweet, 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 sweet. I drove past the Toyota dealership. I see they got the new Land Cruiser there, the 300 series.
Did you pop in for a test drive?
No. I was gonna go this morning, but I
Yeah.
got sidetracked with other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should go.
Yeah, I would like to drive that 2 million rand car, please.
Just for a test drive, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're gonna phone me and say, "Hey, when are you coming to buy it?" And I'll say, 2050.
Demo model.
Demo model. Yeah. Anyway, what's happening on? What happened on this day in history?
On this day, do you guys know about the Stanford prison experiments?
Yeah. I heard of it.
1971 as it started on this day in 1971 and was a psychological experiment around the use of psychological power.
Mm.
And I won't go into the details, but they had to stop the experiment after 6 days because it just got well out of hand.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, if you knew about it, today's that day. But moving on.
It's a very famous experiment. Half of the basically participants were the prison guards, and half of them were the prisoners. And they basically see how people's psychology and attitude change in the positions of power.
Ah.
It was pretty scary.
It got out of hand very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's in all the psycho books,
Yeah.
psycho textbooks. This is calling that. Okay, so today, on this day, is a birthday for, as we're talking about movies, Steve Martin.
All right.
And I haven't seen him for a while, and that's maybe because he was born in 1945.
Okay.
Oof. But the other one is Mila Kunis. How old is Mila Kunis?
Let's see. Yeah, she must be 30. Say 34. 36.
This is where Oleg always gets it right. Go on, Oleg.
Come on. And she went to school with you, dude.
Since when, dude?
She comes from Ukraine.
No, dude.
She comes from Ukraine.
No, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I would say she's 37.
Oh, close. She's 38.
Ah, still looks good. Just need to sort out Ashton Kutcher there. He should have just stayed with Demi, man.
Thing is, she's not really aged.
No.
He has.
Ding.
He used to be the youngster in the Demi days, and now he's the one aging.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you see, she went to school with you, dude. How old are you?
Let's not go there.
You're 38, 37, 38. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same age as her, right?
Not quite, no.
No, she
Close.
was a year behind him.
Close, but they were at school together. He doesn't know it.
No, since when? Just check where she grew up. I don't think she grew up in Ukraine.
She comes from Ukraine, dude.
Okay, just check.
Check here. This is why I joke with you about it.
He's like, oh, she became
She comes
famous.
from Ukraine.
Okay. I'm just trying to see the city.
Yeah, but you might be born in a different place to where you live. Look at his face.
Oh, I shouldn't have to.
Having
Okay. It's actually not that far. Okay.
Keep on telling this guy. He went to school with Mila Kunis. He doesn't believe me. Oh, shit. Yes.
Two famous people that came out of that school. Is Oleg one of them?
Question
I doubt
I
it.
don't know
I
the other
doubt
one. He
it.
can't remember who you went to school.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Anyway. Right.
On that happy note.
On that happy note, guys. Yeah. I was pulling amps at the beginning.
Yes, you were. Even
It's-
after
But I'm
that.
not
It's the
anymore.
coffee. It's
Thank
the
you very
coffee.
much,
I
guys.
think
Thanks.
you're going to have
It's
a word with
coffee.
Seattle Coffee Company's management. Because as soon as you drank it, you were ready to sleep.
Yeah, I think it was the company.
Did you get a
really.
decaf?
No. Fuck no.
It's not a decaf for sure.
Sorry, Mum. Yeah, definitely not decaf. I don't do decaf.
You had a brain freeze there.
I love the pause.
Pause.
It's like we've edited out the swear words.
Yeah. Filtering stuff out there.
Yeah, no, I had to choose my words carefully, yes. Anyway, guys, we'll catch up next weekend.
Have an awesome day, everyone.